Hi, I'm Pam Gasper, and on behalf of the Leakey United Methodist Women, it is my privilege and pleasure to welcome you to our annual senior breakfast. The table is set, but you're not here, are you? For the first time in 62 years, we are not hosting the graduating classes of Leakey High and Ed Broom Charter Schools for a marvelous breakfast prepared by our marvelous ladies. For the first time in over 62 years, we are not able in person to tell you how excited we are for each of you. It's always fun for us to put names to the faces that we see around our small town. You have reached a milestone in your education, and we look forward every year to hearing from each of our graduates about your plans for the next step in this great adventure that we call life. Today I have the great privilege to introduce Judge Bella Rubio and Richard-ZANDER, the pastor here at Leakey United Methodist Church. Before I do, I'd like to recognize and congratulate each graduating senior. Please forgive me if I mispronounce anyone's name. From Ed Broom Charter School, Denise Alderson, Celestina Galvan, Crystal Galvan, Robert Hayes, Willow Hull, Vinta Ibarra, Sean Kohler, Giselle Martinez, Brendan Perdome, and Anastasia Torres. From Leakey High School, Yasmin Balderas, Courtney Clark, Aiden Galindo, Aubrey Glass, Daniel Gutierrez, Casey Jones, Kaylin Kerr, Gabriel Leiker, Dulce Salazar, Carlos Martinez, Rolando Martinez, Maggie Phillips, Britton Shoemaker, Riley Stewart, Bryce Thompson, Laurel Walker, Cody Wooten. Please note that as we've read the names, there are people praying for each and every one of you by name and asking God to bless you in whatever you do as your life continues. And now it is my privilege to introduce our favorite judge, the Honorable Judge Bella Rubio.
Good morning, everyone, especially the graduating class of 2020. I want to thank the Leakey United Methodist Church for giving me this wonderful opportunity to be able to be a part of their virtual senior breakfast. And so for those that may or may not know me, I am Bella Rubio, and I am the Richards County Judge. And besides that, I am one of your favorite admirers. You, as the class of 2020, are making history during this time of COVID-19 when there's areas of self-quarantine and social distancing, which seem to be the new terms of 2020. And so I'm just excited to be a part of this. And I know y'all worked so hard, and your parents and other family members, to get to this point in time in this beautiful new chapter of your life, and I wish you many, many blessings in your new endeavor. So 41 years ago, I had the privilege of actually sitting in this fellowship hall and partaking in my senior class breakfast that the Methodist Church has done historically for 60 plus years, and have always served an awesome breakfast. So I hope you have an awesome breakfast at some point in time in your home and reflect back and remember what would have been a wonderful thing for the ladies of the Leakey United Methodist Church. And I know they're missing y'all and to do this and be a part of your lives, as I am missing being able to see every one of you and hug you and wish you the best in this new chapter in your life. And I'm just so privileged to be your county judge. And I know each of you are thinking, or hopefully have thought, about either a college that you are going to enter into and been accepted to, or maybe some of you are just going to go work. And so whatever it is that God's leading you to do, I just wish y'all the very, very best, and work hard, study hard, and have a great time, and just go for it. Thank you so much. Many, many blessings.
Thank you, Bella. It's always great to have you come and speak to our seniors. And now I'd like to introduce the pastor here at Leakey United Methodist Church, Richard-ZANDER.
Thank you, Pam. Seniors, it's so good to be with you today virtually. I hope you're enjoying your day. And you know, we've prepared a table for you. We want to honor you today. So I'm going to sit down here, and I invite you to sit down with me for just a minute or two. It's dangerous to ask a pastor to give any kind of a talk, at least this pastor, because he goes on and on and on. But I won't do that today. Instead, we're just going to sit down and chat for a minute around the table. And, have you ever been to Port Aransas or maybe Port Isabel or somewhere along the coast? And you get out in the water and you play in the surf, and there's something so fun about feeling the waves come up and the swells come and try to knock you over a little bit, right? They push and push. And that's kind of like life. Life is like that. We're out in the surf of life, and life pushes on us. And we like the pressure of that. We like that pushing against the waves. There's nothing I loved more when I was younger, like last year, to be able to dive into those waves and feel that wave crash against you, and you're pushing through it and you crash through on the other side. And that's kind of fun. We like that pressure and that tension going against us. But sometimes those waves are stronger than we can handle. And they do knock us over. And sometimes even in the shallow water, if you're off balance a little bit, on one leg or something, it can take you in just the right time and it'll knock you over. And that can be annoying. It can be funny sometimes as well. And that's a really good thing when it's funny. And we laugh, that was, unexpected, right? But sometimes it can be a problem. So really the difference comes up, though, is in our attitude, is what makes the difference in whether or not it's funny or a problem or what happens in the shallow water, right? I've got a verse for you. I'm a pastor, so you're going to have a little bit of scripture in here. And this is from Psalm 37, and it's verse 5 and 6. It says, "Commit everything you do to the Lord. Trust Him, and He will help you. He will make your innocence radiate like the dawn, and the justice of your cause will shine like the noonday sun." And I like that verse, those two verses. I guess partly because I'm kind of a goal-oriented individual. I want to get things done. I want to accomplish certain things. And he talks about that. Commit everything you do to the Lord, trust Him, and He'll help you. And I haven't always been that way. For a while in life, I kind of like to float around too. On the one hand, I actually hate planning because I'm a spontaneous person. I like to just go with the flow and kind of see what happens. But this verse tells me that when I commit my way, when I have that direction and I commit it to God, say, God, this is yours. You be the driver. This is for your glory, not for mine. When I have a bigger cause that I'm giving it to, a bigger person, then He takes it over and He makes it through. He accomplishes it. And that's why in the second part of that passage, he says, He'll make your innocence radiate like the dawn, and the justice of your cause will shine like the noonday sun. We all want something bigger to fight for and to live for than just ourselves. We want to have nice things, but we'll find, and you may have already found, or you may find later on, that as we accomplish things and we attain goals, sometimes it's not as fulfilling as we think they are. It's not as meaningful as we hoped it would be. But the Lord promises that as we commit our actions, as we commit our causes to Him, our lives to Him, then He will help us, and He will have our causes shine like the noonday sun. That doesn't always mean it's going to be successful the way we want it to be successful, but it will be for Him. He will take it and He creates something good out of what we do, even out of our failures and the times we get knocked over by the wave. He takes that and He does something special with that. This is an unusual time in your lives. For a couple of reasons. You're graduating. We don't do that every day. And it's a big transition time. And you think, yeah, I've got some plans. I want to get this done, or I want to get that done. Or maybe you're just thinking, oh, I'm tired of school anyway, so I'm glad to be out of that. At one point, we all have a cause, and we all want to have a purpose that we're living for. And let me encourage you, commit that to God. Commit your life to Him. Say, God, use me. Make your cause shine through me like the noonday sun. And as you do that, God will help you. He'll keep you upright and leaning into those waves and able to take that crashing surf against you. I can tell you right now that all of us here at the church are hoping the best for you. We're going to pray for you this Sunday. We're going to be praying for you throughout. We've so enjoyed serving you this past year at the lunches. Thanks for coming to those. Thanks for letting us give to you a little bit. That's our pleasure, and we appreciate it. All right, and Pam has one last word for us. Pam, come on over.
Thank you, graduating seniors from Leakey High and Edward Charter School. Thank you for joining us today and taking the time to watch this video. Please know that our best wishes and prayers go with you wherever you go, wherever life takes you.